All right, guys. So we're going to talk about how we can start this season off right. I don't know about you guys, but it got cold fast. It went from 70s to 40s really quick here. So we're going to, let me share my screen. And we're going to talk about winter wellness and how we can stay healthy these winter months. So let me, I got to get you guys out of my way. So if you guys have any questions, let me know, but we could definitely have questions at the end. If there's anything that you guys have questions on. So here we go. So I'm excited about this topic because we all are worrying about our immunity, right? We have this pesky bacteria infections that are definitely everywhere right now, right? Um, so we're going to talk about how our immune and lymphatic system can be protected. So how do they protect the body? They work very close together to protect the body from harmful pathogens and diseases. But the immune system consists of two smaller systems. So the one system is the innate system. So this prevents pathogens from entering the body. So we have a physical barrier, which is our skin, fingernails, mucous membranes, etc. And we also have a chemical barrier, which is our fatty acids, stomach acids, proteins, etc. So this is our first line defense. So we want to make sure that we keep those barriers strong so that this way we can combat anything that comes our way. I'm going to mute everybody just so that we have a clear, whoops, I'm going backwards, sorry. Try to mute everybody, hold on. There we go. There, okay. Sorry about that, guys. So then, let me skip back to where we were. So that's our first line defense. So then we're going to talk about our second line of defense, which is our adaptive system. So our body responds by sending an army of protective cells to destroy the pathogens. So there are certain lifestyle choices that we can make, either to provide great strength or they can seriously weaken our immune response. So there's nutrient is the key. Detoxification is critical, and pure essential oils can help us immensely. So when you add all three of those things together, oh man, it's like it's tight. It's something that can help your immune system stronger than if it was just individual. So we're going to talk about our gut health. So did you know that our gut health is our second brain? It's actually 70% of our immune system is located in our gut. It's where diverse bacteria is best. So what are you eating? Right? Our foods that we eat can affect the diversity and composition of bacteria in the gut, which in turn affects our immune cells. So those gut bugs are healthiest and support strong immunity when their hosts, which is us, consume plant foods that are high in fiber. So we want to really avoid those things that can affect our gut in a negative way, like processed foods, sugar, and there's also other foods that they affect our inflammation system. So we want to really be cautious of what we're putting in. So if we're eating a good portion of vegetables and fruits, our gut is going to be healthier than if we were not. So we're going to talk about how essential oils can help us in this area. So they have a chemical footprint compatible with the human body. So to support the immune system, they can support the immune system because they are lipophatic or soluble fat, and they can penetrate the cell membrane, which we have that little cell down the bottom. It's amazing how well essential oils work for us because we eat them every day with the plants and with the plants that we eat every day. So instead of our cell protecting us from these essential oils, they actually can permeate the cell. So this allows those pure essential oils to be drawn to the inside of the cell, and this can help the body eradicate threats within. and it's not just superficial. So essential oils are very important when trying to boost our immune system. So one of our favorite things that we love to talk about is our lifelong vitality. These are vitamins. I love these vitamins. So just to talk a little bit about these vitamins, they are actually helping us work from the inside out. So they are equivalent nutritionally of 12 servings of fruits and vegetables in every serving. So every dose that you take of these, you're getting 12 servings of fruit. I don't know about you. I can't eat that much in one day, right? And they tell you to have at least 4 servings of fruits and vegetables every day. And this is quadruple that. They're also made from whole food sources. That means no fillers. So it's just the food source, which maximizes the support with the essential oils. And the omegas are in a capsule, which preserves potency longer. So there's a list there on the bottom of this graphic that shows some of the things that it can do for you. It could improve your energy metabolism. It can promote bone health, support immune function. It promotes your cardiovascular health, and so on and so on and so on. So they do a lot for our body. And what's nice about these vitamins is, like I mentioned, there's no fillers. And most vitamins that you find, there might be a lot of good stuff in there, but then there's some fillers added in there. For an example, like folic acid. So folic acid is the man-made, and it's found in most vitamins. But this does not. It has the proper nutrition, which is folate, which is the real thing. So you won't have to worry about having anything that is synthetic or artificial in these vitamins, which also helps your body even more so. And then we're going to talk about our new PB Restore and Assist. So if you haven't tried these are amazing. So they definitely help give our gut the care it needs. So the Restore is a whole body microbiome. I could talk. It may support the skin, the respiratory system, the immune system, and also a healthy inflammatory response. So our PB Restore is double capsuled. So that way it actually reaches it to the intestines. It doesn't die out in your stomach like most probiotics do. So it's pretty awesome how it is able to get to the destination that it needs to. So it also provides a unique formulation of 30 pre and pro and post probiotics, and also bacteria phalanges that help restore microbial diversity and balance for optimal microbiome. Yeah, I can't read today, guys. Microbiome health. You could read it. It's right there. In an easy to use once a day capsule. So you only have to take it once a day, and it has so much jam packed in this little pill. It's amazing. And then we have our PB Assist. So if anybody has been using our PB Assist in the past, they're literally like candy, even though it's not. There's no sugar in it. They're like little pixie sticks, but they're also for adults, which is pretty awesome. So it has the plus in there because they've added some stuff to it. So this is definitely a gut microbiome, and it helps support optimal metabolism and nutrition absorption. So when you're eating your foods after you take this, it will help your body to actually absorb the nutrition that it needs and not expel it. It also combines 13 probiotic strands and 1 prebiotic fiber. And I can't say that word right there, but FOS, for healthy gut colonization. And it provides a micro-encapsulated probiotic strand to support effective delivery to the lower GI tract. So this also will make it to the intestines like it's supposed to. It's not going to die out in the acids in our stomach. And what's really nice about this, when I used to take them before, I used to just take them, if I would take one day and one the other. But you can actually take these together, and it actually assists you even better if you do both. But I love our probiotic for a clean gut. So there's a little note on the bottom there. If you have children ages 2+, they can take a half a sachet of the probiotic assist, and then they could build up to a full dose within a few weeks. And any child ages 4+, they can take a full dose, just like an adult. But excellent source to have a cleaner gut. So then we have our On Guard, which is the hero. So most of you are aware of On Guard. It's one of the first oils we usually learn about with doTERRA because it is so useful in everyday life, not just when we are trying to boost our immune system, but just to keep things clean, right? So as you can see here in the picture, there's so many different versions of it that you can use. We have hand soap, we have the concentrate, we have the sanitizer, we have the toothpaste, we have the soft gels, which is also a combination of a couple extra oils for an extra boost to your immune system, like Melissa, for example. And then we have the oil, which is our protective blend. And also the lozenges, as you can see up there in the corner. And we have beadlets, which is one beadlet is 2 drops, a quarter drop of oil. So it's just a very small dose. So it's good for ages 2 and up. I like carrying them with me for on the go. They're wonderful. There's a little itchy throat. My brain isn't working today, guys. I don't know if it was wise for me to be doing this class. But anyways, it's 2 drops of On Guard in a shot glass with water. You swish it around, gargle it for 20 seconds, and swallow it. It's safe to swallow because it's absolutely pure. And it actually helps coat the throat, which is really nice. So if there's anything growing in there, it can help with that. It's wonderful. I love doing that if I start getting an itchy throat. So On Guard is phenomenal for so many things. So I love that it's not just antibacterial, but it's antiviral. So this combination of oils are excellent to boost your immune system, or if you're already feeling something, it is a good way to support your body to help it not get worse, and you can start getting better. I like actually putting On Guard in my coffee or making a tea with it. It's really delicious. So you can screenshot the next couple. There's some more ideas of how you can use these oils to support your immune system this winter. So the first one that we're going to talk about is the flute. This is excellent. You can actually do this in multiple ways. So it is 10 drops of frankincense, lemon, On Guard, tea tree, and then 5 drops of oregano, because oregano is extremely strong. And you would put it in a roller bottle, a 10 ml roller bottle with some fractionated coconut oil, and you can actually rub it on the bottom of your feet, the back of your spine, and even your chest. So it's a great oil to get into your system. I know that I work in the medical field, so I'm around people all the time, and older people are a lot like young ones where they forget to cover their mouth or they don't wash their hands as much as they should. So things spread very quickly there. So all winter long, whether I'm feeling under the weather or not, I use this roller bottle and I roll it on the back of my spine. I actually have a back scratcher that I got from Oil Life, and you put the roller bottle in it so I can actually do my own spine because I live alone. And I put it on the bottom of my feet before I go to bed. So it's a great blend to use to support your immune system. And then we have the immune shot, which I really love. It's 2 drops of frankincense, lemon, On Guard, and 1 drop of oregano in a shot of water. I don't usually swish it around because the oregano freaks me out because it's hot. I usually just swallow it really quickly. But you can swish it around, gargle it, just so that this way, if there's anything, in your throat, you can actually help combat that also. All right, here's some more recipes. So we got the cold and flu tonic. We have the cold and flu balm. We have the winter to spring blend. And we also have the summer to fall blend. So these are some great blends to use in your diffuser, on the bottom of your feet. They're just excellent to boost your immune system. So if you want to take a screenshot of that, go for it. I love recipes. I don't know about you. I like knowing how to use things in different ways because there's so many different ways that you can use these oils. Okay, so here's another one. This is for respiratory support. So I like this one because I don't know about you, but there's something about honey, especially when you're not feeling well. So if you take a 1/2 cup of honey and you put 8 drops of peppermint, lemon, lavender, frankincense, 3 drops of clove, and wild orange, 1 drop of cinnamon, and you can mix it all together and take a teaspoon every 3 hours as needed. Now, this is a lot of oil for a half. So if you are sensitive, or if they're very strong for you, just mix it up, right? You don't have to put 8 drops of all of them in. You can put 4 drops in to start if you really wanted to, and maybe 1 drop of clove and 1 drop of cinnamon, right? You don't need to do 8 drops if you don't want to. This is the recommended dose, but I've made some of these honeys, and I've actually did less just so that it wouldn't be so strong tasting, and I still tasted the honey. So everybody's different. So I just wanted to voice that out. I would actually probably do that amount of oil in a whole cup of honey, but that's just my preference. And then we have a sinus steam. So these are always fun, especially if you're already feeling congested, or I have dry heat in my house, so it comes through the vents, and then so it makes my air really dry. So therefore my sinuses get really dry. So these are a lot of fun. So you can take 1 to 2 drops of each of these. Sometimes I just do 1 each. Like I should say 1 oil each, like just either just peppermint or just tea tree. And just to open up my airways. But these are nice. I mean, all you need is a little cup and some water and some oils. And then I like to put a towel over it too. And then this way the steam gets right into your face. So it's pretty great. But yes, I like how it says take caution if you decide to use a pan of steaming hot water. You don't want to burn yourself. A cup works really well. You can even use a bowl. A bowl really works well because it's a little bit bigger. But this is a great way to help with your sinuses. And then we have this respiratory support routine. So these are some of my favorite blends as well, because this is Jeanette's graphic, but I love all of these for respiratory, especially Breathe. But just to add a few that I absolutely love to support my respiratory system is Tulsi Basil is phenomenal for respiratory. Arbor Vitae is also another one. And then I also love using our Supermint. Their Supermint is excellent. But these are a good blend to put in your diffuser. This is a really awesome roller blend. You can rub it on your chest. You can put it on the bottom of your feet if you're dealing with any sort of respiratory system. And when our respiratory system is good, it also helps with our immune system. So I believe that is all the slides. So if anybody has any questions, I would love to answer them. Sorry if I went through that quickly. But we definitely are all dealing with the same things, right? We all have to worry about the cooties coming around. So these are just some excellent things. But if anybody has anything that they use specifically to help them when it comes to changing the weather, please share. Or if you have any questions.
Judy, I can say that I do use the cough syrup just as it says with the 888. And
Mhm.
yeah, I guess everybody's different because I mean I like it like that.
Yeah.
It's pretty potent.
Yeah.
I would probably lessen it, like Judy said. I did it when I had the cootie and and it was potent, but it definitely worked.
Yes, it definitely works. Yes, Casey.
I'm someone that's prone to once I catch a cold and it gets into my chest, it becomes more like bronchitis for me.
Yes.
Since using the oils though, I haven't gotten bronchitis. So what I would do is I'd either make flute or even something simple like On Guard and oregano and a roller, and I just color my neck and my chest and like a on. And I do it like several times a day if I feel like it's really like a serious threat, or I just do it as I feel needed. But whenever I do it, it never becomes anything more than a tickle or a slight sore throat, even when I'm like surrounded by people who are very ill. So that's
Yeah.
always been really effective for me. And then under my feet as well, which helps a lot.
Awesome. Yeah, isn't that a great thing about these products? It's not like medicine where you have to wait every 4 to 8 hours to retake something. If you're not feeling well, you can just keep using them and make yourself feel better and comfortable, right? Because if you can't breathe, whew, that's a horrible feeling. So being able to open up those airways is wonderful.
Yeah. One more thing I'm going to say too is if you ever have a stomach virus, what's really nice about the oils is that if you can't keep something in, you can put it on your spine, you can put it under your feet, you can rub it over your belly, and your body is absorbing it, even though you're probably not wanting anything to come into your system. So anytime I've had any reason not to be able to hold something in, that's been very effective. So I always recommend it. I'm always trying to encourage people to try it when they're carrying that kind of illness or whatever. But
Yeah.
it does work.
Excellent. Yeah. And soon, I don't know who was or was not at the convention, but we have an electrolyte drink coming. And that is amazing. So when you are feeling when you are feeling dehydrated because you're sick, that's going to be a huge help for all of us to be able to hydrate ourselves without any chemicals, which is nice. Because I mean, I used to go to just do Gatorade, but Gatorade is so full of sugar, and it's just, it hydrates you, but it also, poisons you with sugar because, we want to stay away from sugar as much as possible, especially when we're not feeling good, because then it just kind of feeds whatever we have. So it's kind of exciting. I can't wait.
I have a
Awesome.
question about the roller bottle in kids. Like, would you do like less of a dose or less drops?
For kids,
Yeah, more diluted.
yes. And it depends on the age. So, if they're babies, I would do like half of that to a quarter of that, even depending, because they're very strong. But if they're, 10 and older, you might not have to lessen it. It depends if they're skin sensitive too. Because of the fact that they are putting it on the bottom of the feet and they're not taking it internally, like putting it on their skin. It's not as if they're taking it internally. You know what I mean? That makes sense.
Yep. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Anything else? They
I
are
also
okay on the chest.
I
Hold
also
on.
like to do. Oh, sorry.
Hold on.
I also like to. Sorry. Go ahead.
Hold on. I was answering the question in the chat.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay. Yes, you can rub them on your chest, but I would also make sure that they are diluted. And your heart issues. So I mean, the oils aren't going to affect someone with heart issues. They're completely safe. You're not gonna have to worry about that. So yeah, so if they have an oil and they want to rub it on their chest, it's okay. That's fine. But always dilute it. I always tell people, even if your skin isn't sensitive, you should still dilute them because they work better when you dilute them. It's called a carrier oil for a reason. It carries it to where it needs to go. So yeah, you don't have to be concerned about that. It's safe. Okay, share.
I was just gonna say, when I feel like I'm coming down with something or I do have something, I use the gel caps and put the oregano and the On Guard in them because so they're very hot oils. So if you can't handle it, putting in water and chugging it, I would recommend putting it in a gel cap, and not a veggie cap, but a gel cap because it'll melt the veggie cap. I made that mistake when I made some for my girlfriend who was sick, and then she's like, I got it, and it was a hot mess. And I was like, note to self, not to do that again.
It is okay to put them in the veggie cap as long as you have them in the refrigerator or freezer. If you just have them out, yes, it will melt right through them. So it's always a good thing to have on hand too. Like when you're sick already, nobody wants to make those things. Nobody wants to do anything. Nobody wants to move, right? I don't even like getting up just to feed myself sometimes when I'm sick, right? So I'll have some of those capsules made up ahead of time. And I have them in the freezer so that this way they don't melt through the capsule, and then you can take them as needed when you're not feeling well. So I agree that her graphics were awesome. She did a really good job with it. Anything else? I hope I didn't fumble through it too much. It was thanks, Terry. It was definitely good information. Jeanette did a good job with it. I just had to take the lead what she did. So she did the majority of it. And here she comes. So it's coming on now. But yeah, I definitely enjoyed that topic. So that was nice. I think I'll say hi to her. Hi, Jeanette. Hello, hello.
Nice
were just We were just answering questions.
Sorry. Thank you. I'm sure Judy did amazing. So, but how was the class?
It was great.
It was good information. I liked your slides a lot. There's a lot of comments about that. They all loved your slides.
Beautifully done.
Yeah.
Hopefully you guys all took notes of all those recipes for that. Whenever you guys do get the common cold or anything like that, you guys can use it.
Yeah, I told them to screenshot. So awesome. So if there isn't anything else, I will let you guys get going. But thank you, Jeanette, for having that ready. And yeah, now we could be extra prepared now for this lovely season that's coming our way, right? Awesome.